We start with a Crime Watch Daily alert. Authorities need your help in a nationwide manhunt. The suspect, Butch Knight, looks like a loving grandfather, but police say something in Butch snapped and now he's vanished into thin air. Andrea Isom has new details.
Butch Knight is the picture of the nice old man who lives down the street.
He literally looks like, anybody's grandfather.
A silver-haired, 6'4", 280-pound gentle giant.
He looks like the big teddy bear.
With a smiling, sweet Santa Claus face.
But there's more to big old Butch than meets the eye.
There's always something about him.
He was very secretive.
You couldn't put your finger on it, but you knew something was wrong.
You never really quite knew what he was up to.
And bad Grandpa Butch would confirm everyone's suspicions in a most horrifying way. Butch enjoyed a pretty easy life in rural Finnville, Michigan, thanks to Sara, his wife of 14 years.
He never worked. Mom took care of him.
Butch needed to get a job.
The 66-year-old former truck driver had hit the jackpot when he married Sara.
She wanted to be a good wife, and she was a good wife.
At 48, Sara was 18 years younger than Butch. And not only did she support him, she waited on him hand and foot.
She worked all the time and then come home and would make him meals and take care of everything.
And she did everything that she could to try and make him happy.
And Sara, a respiratory therapist who had already raised 2 kids from a previous marriage, never complained.
Would you say their marriage was happy?
Yeah. Mom loved him unconditionally.
But Sara's 29-year-old daughter Roxanne doesn't.
He's just a grumpy old man.
Ellen Stanley, Sara's best friend of 30 years, doesn't think much of Butch either.
I don't know what Sara saw in him.
Ellen says Butch was an overbearing control freak.
He kept her on a very short leash. She brought her paychecks home to him. He controlled everything. He controlled what they ate, where they lived, who she talked to on the phone. He would not even allow her to have enough pocket change to stop and have coffee with a friend.
But Butch, in contrast, came and went as he pleased and answered to no one.
You just don't tell Butch what you're going to do. He tells you what you're going to do.
Ellen says Butch was also mean to Sara.
I don't think she ever feared for physical damage, but he was so verbally abusive to her, even in front of other people.
Had you ever seen a hint of a violent streak in him?
I've seen him angry, but violent? No.
But then, something seemed to come over Butch that worried Sara.
She said that Butch was acting a little funny, but I told her, I said, Ma, your anniversary's coming up, so he probably has a surprise for you.
And Roxanne was right.
I strangled her. She's dead and she's laying on the living room floor.
No, this was the surprise.
But why? Next, cops try to find the answer and a fugitive Butch Knight, as Sara's friends and family recoil in grief and horror.
It was just total shock. It's like somebody had just ripped my heart out because she was my baby sister.